Hello and welcome back. Today we're going to continue and we're going to take a look at what's some maps that have been updated and see what changes have been added to them. So the first map, we're going to go down and scroll our way up. So the first map is Angevin Countryside. So let's head in and take a look at what's been changed. So let's see, there's been a good bit of changes here. So let's see, let's start from top here. So changelog 1.11 adjustment of the yield of alpha seed. Change the grass of the map to the meadow. So 101010 changelog addition to new cultures compatible with the maize plus mod, alfalfa, hay and grass, and seed clover, hay and grass. Added rapeseed straw, modification of animal feed, not visible with maize plus, the cows, addition of rapeseed straw and between 0 and 35%, added alfalfa and clover hay, in addition to basic grass and hay, added clover hay and alfalfa hay in the hay category, added clover and alfalfa in the grass category. Horses, update horses, added alfalfa hay in the hay category. Sheep, added clover hay, alfalfa and alfalfa hay. Modified cartridge 20 locations, now recoverable. Added tires and sandbags in the pallets category to put on the soil by hand. Change the height of some of the trees, setting in no collision of the mud and flood panels. PDA centering, modification trigger, dairy, sawmill, Tenero, and Triscolo. Change the texture at the Triscolo cooperative. Modification of some buildings that can now be sold. Version 1003 has these updates. Addition of the point of sale at the dairy. Change from the parked car to a house. Height adjustment of the repair shop in the farm. Addition of sales of olive, grape in the Tricolo and Tenero. Offset from Soilo to the biogas plant. Added collisions to Soilo and weighing in Triscolo. Removal of the sale of cut beets at the point of sale. You don't have to have 100 balls anymore. Increase in the liter of water and food for the sheep. Placement of the storage buildings in the main farm on the main farm. Mud and flooding at the bottom of the map, visible only when it's raining. Added field entries to fields that didn't have one. Modification of building textures. Added soil map for precision farming. Changed the appearance of manure in the main farm. So that's that changelog there. Last changelog 1.002. Fixed water bodies on the whole map. Authorizations of a building. Fixed mission gear spawn in the store. Fixed main farm buildings not loaded in the hard mode game. Fixed flying trees. Fixed a wooden sign going through the building in the main farm. Added more traffic, cars. Modification of the sheep buildings. Modification of the pig farm. A new save game is required for that one. So for version 1.2 you require a new save game. So yeah, that's Angevin Countryside. New lands. Changelog, just one changelog, 1.100 to the new lands. Addition of the purchase of taro. Correction translation of wood production. Removal of flying trees. So that's been correct. Correction of the texture, soccer goal at the field, at the football field. Added decoration to the market. Added selling point for cotton. Added sale of sugar and taro to logistics company. Added barrier collision. Changed name for logistic company in height. Fixed the grass or taro production. So that's been fixed there. So let's head to the next map. New lands. The Romboz Road. So the Romboz Road has a good bit of changelogs. So the first one, fixed SWAT presence at grass cutting issues, added ground texture pack, added wildlife, birds of prey and butterflies. All save games are not compatible, so you have to start a new one. Changelog 1-2, added many paths to connect fields, redistricting of plots in the departure area, redesign of the PDA, addition of production buildings, addition of pond to draw water from, added wild animal sounds, optimized the appearance of trees, added mushrooms to collect in the forest. Not compatible, so you have to start a new game for this one as well. And version 1.3 and 1.4 you have to start new games. So 1.3, fix fields for missions, flattening and edge correction, added missions for balers, added buildings, added a stream and water animation, added additional dirt roads, PDA improvements. All save games are compatible. Yep, so this one is compatible with all save games. So changelog 1.4, added salvage item system, added AI network for easier movement, added a customized map for precision farming, graphical improvements of some parts, fix for snow not accumulating in fields, fix for tillage, lime, fertilizer levels in some cases. Not all the save games are not fully compatible with 1.4, so you have to start a new game save there. So that's the Romboz Road. Polowa. So we have two changes. Fix buildings that were not functioning, and that's for version 1.01. 1.02, fix the spawn places of eggs pallets in the chicken coop, fix soil collision, fix some collectibles, improve terrain in several places, added automatic water supply in the barns, added pedestrians, added traffic in the village, changed the texture of the maize stubble, changed the sowing calendar, minor corrections. A new save game isn't required, so yep, you don't have to start there. And then the lands of Mancha. So here we have a long bit of changes. So changelog 1011. Fix bug that did not show the sowing and harvesting seasons for chickpeas and lentils. No need to start a new game for that one. And then this one here. In easy mode, you will be the owner of a fictitious company with everything you need to work with in your field. So the company you start with, new game is required to enjoy the changes. New path from shop to the animal dealer. New point of sale at the plane. New farm decoration at the new areas. More vehicles when starting the game in easy mode. New decoration of some areas. New a garage can be set up there at the farm maybe. A new decoration in the juice cellar and name change. New filler types added. Pistachios, almonds and hydraulic oil. New fruit trees added. Almonds, pistachios. Hydraulic oil increases the production of almonds, olives and pistachios in traditional cultivation. Use in almond, olive and pistachio harvesting umbrella. New machinery added and edited to perform new functions on the map. Added almond and pistachio trees for harvesting with the umbrellas. Two new terrains will appear that will include almond and pistachio trees already in place. Requires a new game, so you have to start that. Several modification and information signs. Decorations added to the biogas plant and placeables. Pallet factory needed for use in other factories or can be sold. New factory for almond oil, pistachio oil, peeled pistachio and peeled almonds. New product almond oil. New product, peeled almonds. New vegetable fat factory, a new product. New product, steel nails for manufacture of pallets. New products, pistachio flour, shelled pistachio, sweets, mixed nuts, nougat, and macarons. The field includes the pivot use of fertilized fields or treat weeds with herbicides. New factory for artisan productions and new products. Collectibles available. New point and sale logistics, La Mancha. Map compatible with F2 olives and mod there. So that's the lands of Mancha. Adelshoven. So there's been some changes here. So version 2, remove floating barrels, adjusted the spawn point on the cattle trade, spawn point adjusted at the dealer, move starting point to houses and housing container, trees removed from field 7, terrain height adjusted, signs built in, sound adjustments, version 2100, adjusted ground collision, edited the wine and olive plantation possible again, so you can edit the wine and olive plantations. Fixed terrain, editing bug, that was an editing bug, terrain height adjusted, remove floating trees, icon edited, some icons have been edited, and version 2.2, terrain height adjusted, adjusted floating elements, wrong ground texture adjusted at the biogas plant. So that's for Adelshoven. Now we go to Eastern North Carolina, USA. Where's the change? Yep, changelog 1.1 here. So issues, fixed issues with crashing, not saving on the PlayStation. Fixed issues with collectibles that were not unreachable. Fixed issues with trailers in the trailer park that were not able to be sold. Fixed cover not working on the starting trailer. Fixed the issue of slow and jerky cow motions while they were inside the cow barn. In addition, added additional configuration to the starting trailer, added additional straw trigger and openable gate in the cow barn. Added the ability to paint cultivated, plowed and grass field textures in landscaping tool inside the painting tab. Yep, so this is just a report there. So Eastern North Carolina, you say. And now we have Oberkirchheim. So this is the German map, and changelog 1. Map extended. Mountain farm added. Castle added. 5 new fields added. Speed of AI traffic reduced. Other small changes. And then changelog 1.2. A new score is unfortunately a new game is here. You have to start a new game. Field grass added to new crops. Heat and soya drink added. So those are the 2 for Oberkirchheim. Maypole Farm. Just check back. Yep, so this one here. This one has a good bit of changes here. Ooh, there are a lot here. So we start from the top here. Version 1.1. Manure heaps now fixed made with purchasable with land. Floating tree and lake are now fixed. Some terrain modifications. Precision farming ready. Fixed version 1.2 for fixed comma 18 position. Fixed manure clamps clipping into the field feeding robots. Fixed silage clamps, minor terrain fixes. Fixed floating trees, also moved some trees to improve visibility in the first and third person view. This thing, growth calendar implemented, so disturb simulation UK growth calendar implemented. Added a floodlight to all houses. Yeah, and if you cut that, we'll remove the houses and all around it. All land within the playable area is now purchasable. Large animal pen with increased capacities for animals, milk, slurry, and food added to the new menu. 11 sheds added to the game build menu. Stone wall and hedge added in the game build menu. Some XML files updated. to use functions introduced in the 15 patch, 1.5 patch, such as haulage bin and other jump to them. Added the ability to cut light at the garage to remove the all deco trees, oak, birch, leaving only the trees to cut down. Added the ability to cut lights, edges and that's one. Some trees replaced with more common Irish trees, such as elm and all the spruce trees, replaced with pine trees. Placeable area added for you to purchase and use as you see fit. Post inside hedges made collidable. This will stop the post dropping to the map after it's been cut away. Hedges can still be driven through and but will stop the bales from passing through them. 5 new fields added, as well as multiple field sizes extended. Production points, storage capacities increased for both input and output producers. PDA updated and improves dirt visibility. 1.2.1 fixed issues with some trees which cause game crash. Fix the biogas plant so it has larger storage capacity. Save game is required for this. Fix some hedges floating issues. Distant mountain changed. Foliage update for dirt tracks. Cell point names updated. Background switch out detailing added. Cow barns in northwest and southwest farms now have capacity for 1,000 cows. Baling contracts are now fixed. PDA updated. Switch light removed, implemented. Environment implemented. For PC Mac players, the map is now Graze mod ready. And version 1.3, animal pens food capacity updated to be Maize Plus. And Alien Gym's right-hand drive traffic is save game up compatible. So this is Maypole Farm. Oh yeah, this is the something else. Bear Rock Lodging. So Bear Rock Lodging here is let's see, one changelog. Fix tip collections. Fix the tilt head error on the updated cause that the update caused. And version 1.2 added the ability to sell containers. Added materials buying stations and placeables. Added a small sawmill placeable that will take containers. So that's Bear Rock logging. Riverside. Yep, one small change. This is for Riverside 22. New save game is required. Nope. Corrected some vehicle in the new farmer custom or soil map. We'll have rebuy and new soil maps. Fix main soiler for canola. Remove horsepen. Remove sheds that are not needed. Improve AI traffic. Remove floating trees. Fix biogas plant on new farmer. Fix markets at the farm shop. Fix new icon and preview image. Fix pick farm soiler. Shut sneaks for relight environment added. All pasture are now Maize Plus ready. This is only for PC. Yep, and change to the terrain around field 13 leading to the placeable area has been created. So this will only show when you start the new game save. So you have to start a game save for that. So that's for Riverside. Brosum. The changelog, only one changelog, 1.1. Some bugs are fixed. Review the village. Liquid manure is now sellable at the biogas plant. Added more farmlands. Rework of some fields. Some of the small decoration farms are now sellable to be built by yourself, so you can build some buildings there. Some updates to the environment and a few other updates. So yeah, that's the Brosum. Calmlands is the next one. Calmlands has had, yep, so changelog 1050, you will now be able to sell platinum DSC products at the various points of sale already located on the map. You'll now be able to deliver wood containers to the sawmill. Wooden points of sale are now accepted on wood containers. No, I said that wrong. Wooden point of sale will now accept wood containers. Yeah, my bad. Added support for precision farming. Mod desk updated to the latest version. And then 1.10. So yeah, went down. So changelog. Added tank to storage methane. You'll find it installed in the diesel tank section. Added icon for preview image. Adjusted farmland to improve the landscaping experience. Yeah, and there's a notice here. Please note that you remove preferred parts. The workers in the game might stop working. So yeah, that's a warning there. Added Polowa the harrow to the save game. So you suffer conjuring with cedar. Requires a new game save. Adjusted the adjustments on the ground. Increased the number of maximum animals in the cow sheep to 400. Cow and sheep stables to 400. Yep, so map 100% to build your own farm. Sales area where you can sell all the generated product. Edit license plate. Edit base game vehicles and tools. New product donuts. So a new product has been added. Donuts. Confectionery production of donuts. Placeable sawmill. Biogas has been edited. Small tanker for transporting the methane obtained from the biogas plant. Placeable grass dryer, animal stables with greater capacity. All kinds of trees and bushes to place. So yeah, that's the Comlands. So let's head to the next one. Comlands. Clarkson has had an update. So version 2. Yeah, I don't see any other one. Version 2.1. So 2 updates. Version 2. Street network this is for Clarkson USA. Street network has been completely rebuilt. New road network texture, added new traffic, new plots available, new PDA, new fields, new plantations installed. Terrain has been adjusted detail to increase accuracy, added decorations, added buildable land in large field 1. Field borders have been beautified. Installed new dirt roads. Added new objects. Remove floating objects. And now version 2, changelog 2.1. Details adjusted. Completely new PDA map. Created more variable plots. Added more fields. Installed sheep pastures. Cow pasture has been installed. Installed pig pen and a new icon. So that's Clarkson USA ×4. Now we have new Minibrunn, yeah. So this one here has just one changelog, version of 1010 1010. A new save game is not mandatory, so you can continue playing on. Performance improvements. Point of sale for field grass added at the farmers market. Fix missing name for the container selling station. Fix missing name and description for the lime soilo. Water extraction of the pond works now available. You can swim there too. Greenhouses at the farm now spawn pallets. Grass fields are now appear green instead of white in the overview map. Fix tire tracks with the spreading of manure. Deer now only spawn on the fields. Some minor graphical changes have been done to the map. Added production of long planks at the sawmill for Platinum DLC. Created new mod icon. Corrected and adjusted the description of the mod desk. And the following fixes require a new save game. Fix tip quality at field 14. Selling pond area is now possible. Selling the pond area is now possible. Yep. So that's new Minibrunn. And then Ebony Island. So Ebony Island here has one changelog, 1100. Floating collectibles fixed. Street lights adjusted on the smaller island. Some collectibles moved to new locations. Missing red horse collectible fixed. Soil capacity increased, although also available in the build menu. Alien Gym's right-hand drive traffic added. Some houses switched out for other models. Textures and foliage changes around the houses. New save game required for these changes to take effect. So yeah, for this these two last ones you have to start a new game. Texture fixes for some sheds. Yeah, so textures there. So that's for Ebony Island. And the last one is Corolla. So the changelog, there's a good bit of changelog here. So this one here, 1-1. Let me see, 1-1. Yeah, I have to start. Let's see which way I have to start. 115, 119. Yeah, it's all over the place here. So I'll just start from the top and go down to the last one. You can now buy and sell Platinum DLC products at various points of sales located on the map. You can now deliver wood containers to different factories. Wood production. Sawmill and biogas plant sales point now accept wood containers. Increase the filling capacity of MLSK tanker trailers. Tweaks in the decorative foliage of the map. Added placeable building for drying grass. Improved the functionality of AI workers on some points on the map. Terrain and foliage changes occur in some areas. Yeah, this will only be noticed in a new game. So version 1.9. Some duplicate files that cause duplicate plantations to appear in the almond and pistachio fields were removed. Fixed error on one of the triggers in the greenhouses on the north. Some misplaced trees were relocated. 2 new crops were added, chickpeas and lentils. Copper consumption per hectare was increased. Floating objects repositioned. Increased the tuning radius. The Brown 9090X Almond Pro and Brown 9090X Olive Harvesters. So there's been some increasing. Factories will no longer appear in the price list. Contract whose products had been delivered to factories will no longer appear. And the last changelog on this map, this one requires a new game save to enjoy all the changes. Yeah, full translation in French, Italian and Brazilian. New types of filling added, pistachios, red lettuce, New Holland refills, hydraulic oil and copper sulfate. The new fruit trees added, almond and pistachio trees. New Holland spare parts increased the production of almond, olives and pistachios in the incentive cultivation used on New Holland Brown 90 Olive Pro. Hydraulic oil increases the production of almonds, olives and pistachios in traditional cultivation, umbrella cut almonds and trees and pistachios. Copper sulfate, valid for fertilizer, almond and pistachio trees. Edited New Holland Broad 9090X for the use of New Holland parts. Hardy Mercedes 4000 liter was published for the use of copper sulfate in olive, almond and pistachio, both intensive and for traditional olive almond trees. New machinery added and edited to perform new functions on the map. Added placeable almonds and pistachio trees to harvest with umbrellas. Field 26 and 49 were edited, and next to them will appear 2 fields that will be included in almond and pistachio trees already placed. This requires a new game save, so you have to start a new game. Now the doors of the pre-installed factories on the map will appear open at the beginning of the game in order to avoid the bug of collision. Some terrain fixes and various points of the map. So fixed food trigger in the chicken coop. Several modifications in the information posters. Flying objects reportedly by the community has been put back in place. Increase the emptying speed of the mineral pallet needed to make animal food protein. Yep, that one there. the limitation of the production of pallets in the flour, sugar, and package, etc. was eliminated. Increased capacity in the straw, grass, hay, and soil chip potatoes and sugar beet warehouses. So that's been increased. Underground silo placed on the farm can now be sold. Added the option for purchase narrow arm wheels and dual narrow wheels to the McCormick X8. Where am I here? Traffic speed was reduced. Now you can buy all the land on the map. Added new textures for landscaping mode. Added more than 250 AI splinters to improve the performance of the system on the map. Now you can transport sheep milk with the tanks adapted for it. Added tanks to store sheep. Added tank to store sheep and milk, cow milk. The option to buy another empty pallet factory was added. The competitive mode was eliminated, although it was enabled for it. New products was added, red lettuce. Added 2 orchards already placed on the map. Already placed on the map. Melons and red lettuce requires a new game save. New products for greenhouses was added, vegetable seed pallets. Pallet factory was added in the standard version. Now you can buy greenhouses of melons, watermelons, and red lettuce. New warehouse to store pistachios. So a new warehouse has been added to store pistachios. Where am I? New product, new warehouse, so store pistachios. The capacity of products in both biogas plant was increased. Fixed the spline of the cow barn. Of the cow barn feeder robot. So something has been fixed there. Corrected the bug of the feeder robot, which did not feed properly when you exceeded 80 cows. Copper sulfate can now be stored in the liquid tank. Clean olives and olive leaves were added to standard mode. Olive cleaner added in standard mode. Increased the capacity of products in the warehouse of the robot feeder. Increased the capacity of the mixed rations that the feeder robot will supply the cows on each trip. Changed the starting vehicles in Pro mode. Various modifications in the buildings placed on the farm at the beginning of the game in Pro mode. Fix various bugs in shaders. The map compatible with farming. And this is just some additional there. So farm was installed farm animal stables adapted for the map, feeding and animal husbandry edited, 2 biogas plants, dairy sheep, almond trees. This is what you get with the standard and Pro. This is what you get here with the Pro. So that's the Coronella. Let's see, nothing else. So that was all. So I'd like to thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time, and I'll showcase another set of maps where we'll take a look at the changelog. Thanks for watching.